Oh, good evening. Here we are, back on the banks of the mighty Relief Channel. I've got my mate Keith on the peg above me. It's actually the 15th of June, which means we're only a few hours away from the glorious 16th. Last few years, I've come with Keith onto the Relief Channel, and we said this year that we'd do something different. We go to a different area. But we had a look around on arrival. We saw a few fish, which is always a good sign. So we said, it'd be silly not to. We see fish. We know there's fish in the area, so you got to have a go for them. I am doing something a little bit different this year. Where I normally use 13-foot rods, I've actually bought myself a pair of the Cadence specimen rods. They're 12-foot. They come in, I think it's 125 and 1.5 pound test curve, where you get a quiver tip top with a 2-ounce and a 3-ounce, and you also get a Avon top. Now the Avon top is also painted white, so you can use it as a quiver tip in flood water or heavier running water, but you can also use it as a float rod. But I have plumped for the 1.25. You see there, it's a lovely colour. They've got some cracking guides, and I've got 3-ounce tip. See there, it's white, big guides, nice long quiver tip as well. And I've matched that with the 5000 reel, and I've got 8-pound line straight through, where I'm going to be fishing the feeder on the helicopter rig, normal helicopter rig there, like I use everywhere I go. And I've actually got a 0.15 hook length, and I'm on a size 12 Preston N30, so it's quite robust gear. And like I say, it's they're big fish, as you know from when I've done some videos on here before. They're decent sized fish. We've got fish rolling all over the place at the moment, so hopefully now it's starting to cool off, we've put some bait out and they'll get the heads down. So on the other rod, I'm going to be fishing a bomb on a bit of a sleeper rod really. Let's get that up there. And I'm just going to be fishing a 12mm wafter, and I'm going to cast that just a little bit to the right from where I'm going to be casting my open-ended feeder. So that's that all sorted. I've got some dead maggots, I've got some live maggots, I've got some worms, I've got some casters and pellets in with the ground bait. Some ground bait that I'm going to be using to start the season off. That's a mixture of the new Bait Tech Special G margin, which is like a green colour, very high in fish meal, lot of goodness in it. And I've also got a bag of the green Bait Tech Envy, and in that I've got a few casters, a few pellets, and I'm also going to chop a few worms up for when I start fishing on the stroke of midnight. I've got a selection of feeders by the side of me, but I'm going to go with me tried and tested, what I've used before on here, which is the 40-gram Zippler riser. So we can clip that on there ready. So all I've got to do, I've got a night light which I can put on the rod, or I've got a bank stick behind which I've got a light up there which I can just clip on, and the other one's going to be on the buzzer anyway. And that's it. Everything is ready to rock and roll. For a change, I'm ready. Like I say, I've put some bait out. Had the bait up rod, put out there with real big bait up feeder. Put a load of that, put some particle out, put some caster, put some dead maggot, put some pellet, and I've also put about 4 points of ground bait as well. There's a fish just rolled out there. You see, beautiful peg. That fish is rolled practically where I've just put the bait. See, beautiful, beautiful evening. I'll get up the bank in a minute and take up the photographs of the sunset. But it's fizzing out there. We had this before a couple of years ago. And we actually had a half decent session. See, beautiful pegs. Absolutely gorgeous evening. So, I'm now going to pour myself a cup of coffee, pop and see Keith, have a bit of a look off the bridge, see what's going on, and yeah, get sorted ready for the stroke of midnight. More importantly, if you're out on the bank yourselves, hopefully you'll have 1 or 2 fish and you'll have an absolute brilliant season. I know my mate Ian, he's going out in the morning, so hopefully Ian, tight lines buddy, hopefully you get 1 or 2 bream. Me, like I say, I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee, I'm going to have a butty, sit back, I might even see if I can get 1 or 2 hours kip before the kick-off. Date it though, because I'm pretty excited. But here we go. So I'll catch up with you a bit later on. I'll have a light up there, so we'll illuminate the darkness a little bit, and I'll catch you on the stroke of midnight. Come on! Well, getting very close now. I think it's about 8 minutes to go before the clock down in the village will start striking midnight. I'm going to get some dead maggots on the hook in a minute. Going to fill the feeder up. The other one's already ready to go. There's still some fish boshing about as well, so hopefully we might get 1 or 2. So yeah, got everything ready. Chopped up some worms as well. So all in all, the conditions are right. There's fish in the area, so that's right. I'm on the bank, so that's right. So yeah, just be nice. See that rod pull round or drop back and get the first fish in the net, the first fish in the new season. All the nerves get settled and then you can begin to enjoy it once again. So I'm going to now get all this sorted, get everything ready to go. I've just tidied a few bits up and I'm going to stand here. Once I hear the clock strike, boosh, out we go, and hopefully we'll get a bream on very, very soon after casting in. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hopefully we'll have a snotty slabadoodle. Oosh. Come on, Bobby. Not a big fish, but first one nonetheless. And that is the season started. Happy, happy days. There we go. Beautiful. So that's the season up and running. Third cast on 5 dead maggots. So let's now see what we can catch, and I'll catch you in daylight. Cheers. Slabadoodle in the net. Tiny bites. Just sort of tap tap. In the net. Tiny bites for a huge Penland bream. Look at that. Beautiful fish.
bite?
I've just had 2 on the trot.
Got fish or bite?
Fish. Well, here we are. We're on the morning of the glorious June the 16th, the first day of the river season. And it's the morning after what is the night before. Well, I had a slow start. I think I had my first fish around about 1:15. Then I pricked off a couple, and they were very, very shy biting. I had a lot of line bites. But I had 7 sort of through until it started to get light. And a couple of smaller ones, but all told I've had 12 bream, I've had 10 proper slabs, and 2 smaller ones. Still hopeful might get 1 or 2 more, but the old sun's starting to come up now, so it's going to start warm things up a little bit. And what are we now? Let's have a look. We're 20 to 6 in the morning. And yeah, like I say, it's just gone quiet. Every now and again you just get a little nudge. It's gone proper quiet now. I've had all my fish on the maggot. I've had them on live maggot and dead maggot, and I've had 1 on the boilie. That was more of a sleeper rod really, just leaving it out there. But yeah, it's been a cracking opener. And like I say, hopefully might get another 1 or 2 before I decide to pack up. I'm going to weigh 1 or 2 of the fish as well, just to see what the biggest is. Yeah, sit back, have a bite to eat. And like I say, hopefully we'll get another one yet. Well, there we go. Biggest one of the session at £9.6. I've had 2 others over £9, one at £9.4 and one at £9.3. Look at that. Nice dark fish. Not long come off spawning, but absolutely beautiful. I've had 12 bream all told. Like I say, I think the smallest one I weighed it was 3, and all the others, out the 10 bigger ones, the smallest one was £8 too, and here's your biggest at £9.6. So you can do the maths, and we've had an absolute brilliant opening day of the season. So we'll get this girl back, put the net to dry, get some gear together, and it'll be soon go home and have a bit of shut eye. Absolutely brilliant. I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh.